If you want to be productive over this summer but don't exactly know how to, then welcome to this video. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I want to show you guys ways and give you ideas on how to be productive this summer. I know that the future is still quite undecided, but I think it's still important to take advantage of all this time that we have. And if you're also looking to be productive over this summer and get a lot of things done, but you don't exactly know how or you need some ideas, then fear not, this is exactly what this video is for. Like always, I'm going to provide a timestamp here of everything that I'll be covering over this video. So if this is all you're here for, that's fine. But I highly encourage you to watch the rest of the video where I'll go more in depth and explain these tips in more detail. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So my first tip is to make a list of goals that you want to accomplish by the end of summer. So I would start by making a list of goals and just listing out every single thing that you want to accomplish by the end of summer. And once you've done that, you should look back at your list and determine whether it's actually realistically possible to finish everything. And if it's not, which is totally okay, then I would recommend narrowing down your list a little and eliminating some things that you could possibly not do because it's not that important or that you could move to next summer. And the reason why we're doing this is because it's really, really important that you set realistic expectations for yourself. When you set these really idealistic expectations, you're most likely not going to follow through and you're not going to be as motivated to actually do them. But when you set realistic expectations and narrow down your things that you need to do, then you're more likely to be productive and motivated. So kind of going off of that, my next tip would be to make a to-do list every single day. Like I said, it's really important to set these day-to-day realistic expectations for yourself. So making a to-do list is a great way to do that and get yourself more productive and motivated. I know for me personally, I love the satisfaction of just crossing out things that I've already done, and it helps me motivate myself and believe in myself that I can actually do everything that I expected of me. I recommend making these to-do lists in the morning when you wake up, because depending on your mood, you can either set yourself more tasks or maybe less than usual if you're just not feeling it, but it's really up to you. So my third tip is to have a really busy schedule and just be really busy. And I know this seems kind of weird because summer break is all about relaxing and taking time off from school, but I personally think it's really important to be busy. It doesn't necessarily have to be with school, but other things such as exploring your passion or getting internships and stuff like that. Because I feel like when you have a busy schedule, when you have a busy day-to-day life, then you are constantly in a focused and hardworking mindset, which is really important if you want to have a productive summer. So obviously you don't have to overwhelm yourself with a bunch of tasks. Do however much you can, but being as busy as your mind allows you to is really good if you want to keep that, if you want to have a productive summer. So my next tip is to prepare for the next academic school year. And I know this is a pretty vague and big concept, but if you're a high school student, you know how important it is to take advantage of your high school summers. So if you have any access to the textbooks you'll be using next year, maybe it's a good idea to skim through some of those concepts. For example, I'm using Khan Academy for Calc BC because I'm kind of underprepared for it. So I'm going over some of the units just so I can feel prepared. So my next tip is to declutter and organize. And well, this is something you should be practicing throughout the school year, but I know that sometimes during the school year you don't have the time to completely clean your entire room and your entire desk. So this is definitely the opportunity to do it. And I definitely recommend to clean your workspace where you study and keep it as decluttered as possible, because when there are a lot of things on your desk, it's sometimes really hard to focus. So keeping it very clean and minimalistic is a really good idea. I also recommend going through the binders that you used the last academic school year and just getting rid of as many papers as you can. Believe it or not, even if you think that you're going to refer to some of the notes that you took, you're probably not. I definitely recommend keeping your math binder because you might have to refer back to it, but for other subjects, it's really not that necessary. And so my sixth tip is to find internships or volunteering opportunities. I know that right now with like COVID-19 and everything, you can't exactly do a lot of the internships that were previously available have been canceled, but there are also a bunch of opportunities that have been like moved online. So you do definitely have the opportunity to do these kind of things. So what I would recommend is start by like doing a lot of like research and like figure out like what places you can actually like volunteer or intern online, and then like make a list of like all the possible places where you'd like to volunteer or intern, and then like narrow them down a little and then like start applying for them if needed. And I think internships and like volunteering is just like really important overall because it definitely helps with your like college application, but it like also gives you like professional experience, which is definitely going to be very helpful in the long run. So I would definitely take advantage of all this free time to definitely do some of that. So this next tip is always emphasized a whole lot, but it is so important, and it is self-care, and I cannot emphasize how important this is. And this includes things such as eating healthier or like taking care of your skin, exercising, because like during the school year you normally don't really have the time to focus on your mental health or your physical health. So using the summer to do those things is so important. So yeah, I cannot emphasize enough how important this is. So definitely do this over the summer. And so my last tip for this video is to reflect on yourself from the last academic school year and just like make a list of things that went really well that year and things that maybe didn't go as well or things that you could improve. And I strongly recommend this if you're like looking to improve yourself and like better yourself, because just like writing these things down like helps you like self-reflect and like think like, oh, this particular thing like really changed this school year, maybe I like shouldn't do it from now on. And like it really helps you like implement new strategies that you could totally do like the next school year and just like make your high school experience a lot better. So I would strongly recommend this. Anyways guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you found these tips useful, and if you have any questions, be sure to leave it down in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!